For decades, we've held the undisputed title of the most intelligent species on Earth. Our brains, a marvel of biological engineering, allowed us to build civilizations, create art, and ponder the cosmos. But now, a new contender has entered the ring. Not of flesh and blood, but of silicon and code. Artificial intelligence. This isn't just about a computer beating a grandmaster at chess anymore. We're witnessing the exponential rise of systems that can compose music that moves the soul, diagnose diseases with superhuman accuracy, and learn at a speed that defies biology. The next decade will be the defining chapter in this story, forcing us to answer a critical question. Is AI our ultimate tool or our ultimate rival? At its core, this is a tale of two different kinds of intelligence. On one side, you have the machine. AI's strength is its breathtaking speed and scale. Imagine trying to read every medical journal published last year. It would take you a lifetime. An AI can do it in an afternoon, cross-referencing millions of data points to find a pattern no human doctor could ever spot. It's a master of logic, a titan of multitasking, a true prodigy of pattern recognition. It operates on a scale we can't even comprehend. But then, there's us. Human intelligence isn't just about processing data. It's about feeling it. We possess a cognitive depth that machines are nowhere near achieving. Our decisions are a beautiful, messy blend of logic, emotion, intuition, and a lifetime of experiences. We understand not just that things are correlated, but why. We understand context, sarcasm, and the unspoken meaning in a lover's glance. An AI can analyze a million paintings, but it can't be moved to tears by one. It can write a poem about sadness, but it has never felt the ache of loss. This is our superpower: consciousness, true understanding, and moral reasoning. The challenge of the next 10 years isn't about which is better, but how these two forms of intelligence will coexist. Can AI's raw efficiency ever truly replicate the nuanced, flexible, and deeply human wisdom we bring to the world's most complex problems? Nowhere is this contrast more vivid than in the realm of creativity. For centuries, we believed the creative spark was uniquely human, a divine fire. Yet today, AI is infiltrating this sacred ground. With a simple text prompt, AI tools can generate breathtaking art in the style of Van Gogh, compose a symphony that sounds like Beethoven, or write a surprisingly coherent short story. But here's the crucial difference. Association is a high-tech echo. It's driven by the prompts it's given, a sophisticated mimicry based on the vast library of human art it was trained on. It lacks intentionality. It has no inner drive, no tortured soul, no story to tell. Human creativity, on the other hand, is born from life itself, from joy, struggle, love, and pain. It's the artist using their heartbreak to fuel a masterpiece. It's the musician channeling their hope into a melody. The future, I believe, lies not in competition but in collaboration. Imagine a painter using an AI to generate 100 different landscapes as a starting point, then infusing one with their unique emotional perspective. Or a writer using an AI to brainstorm plot points, freeing them up to focus on crafting deep, relatable characters. This is the new frontier, a hybrid creativity, a synergy where machine precision elevates human inspiration, and authorship itself becomes a shared dance between artist and algorithm. This leads us to our most irreplaceable quality, our emotional and moral core. Human intelligence shines brightest when faced with ethical dilemmas. We are capable of empathy, of putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and making decisions based on compassion and fairness. An AI, however advanced, is a cold, calculating optimizer. It can be programmed with ethical rules, but it cannot feel the weight of a decision. It can simulate an emotional response, but it can't genuinely care. This is a terrifying gap when we consider putting an AI in charge of sensitive fields. Would you want an AI to be the sole judge in a criminal trial, optimizing for conviction rates without understanding mercy? Would you want an AI in a hospital to decide who gets a life-saving organ based purely on statistical survival chances without considering a patient's will to live? Absolutely not. Over the next decade, as AI becomes more integrated into these systems, the human role will become more critical than ever. We will be the moral firewall, the empathy engine, ensuring that data-driven insights are guided by compassion and that decisions affecting human lives are made with a human heart. And what about learning? We learn through a process of trial and error, guided by our values, emotions, and cultural context. Our brain's neuroplasticity allows us to adapt, to connect seemingly unrelated ideas, and to learn from a single powerful experience. AI learns by crunching massive datasets. It's incredibly fast but often brittle. An AI that masters chess can't suddenly decide to learn how to bake a cake without being completely retrained. It struggles with sparse information and common sense reasoning. While new techniques like reinforcement learning are helping AI become more fluid, humans will retain the edge in adaptive, emotionally rich learning for the foreseeable future. The economic shockwaves of this intelligence race are already being felt. AI is a productivity powerhouse, automating repetitive tasks and transforming labor markets. From factory floors to accounting firms, roles are being redefined. This understandably sparks fear about job displacement. But the future isn't a world without jobs. It's a world with different jobs. The next decade will see the rise of hybrid professions, where humans work alongside AI, leveraging it as a powerful co-pilot. The most valuable workers won't be the ones who can perform a task the best, but those with the skills AI can't replicate: critical thinking, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, and crucially, AI fluency. The challenge for us as a society is to ensure this transition is equitable, to retrain and empower everyone to thrive in an economy reshaped by automation. The ultimate quest in this field, the Holy Grail, is the creation of artificial general intelligence, AGI, a machine that can reason, learn, and adapt across any domain, just like a human. This is the stuff of science fiction, a self-aware, versatile intelligence that could revolutionize science, cure disease, and solve our biggest global challenges. Experts are fiercely divided on whether AGI is a decade away or a distant dream, but if or when it arrives, it will fundamentally challenge our place in the universe. Our most important task will be to instill it with our best values from the very beginning, ensuring a future of coexistence, not conflict. Now, this all might sound like a far-off philosophical debate, but this revolution is already happening. It's not locked away in a lab. It's on your phone, your laptop, and in the tools you use every day. Think about writing. Tools like ChatGPT and Jasper have become indispensable allies. They're like having a brilliant research assistant and a lightning-fast ghostwriter on call 24/7. For a marketer, they can generate a month's worth of social media posts in an hour. For a student, they can summarize dense academic papers. For a non-native speaker, they can refine an email to sound perfectly fluent. They are amplifying our ability to communicate, breaking down barriers, and saving us our most precious commodity, time. And what about visual art? Tools like Midjourney and DALL-E have democratized creativity on an unprecedented scale. You no longer need years of training in graphic design to bring a vision to life. You just need an idea and the words to describe it. A photorealistic cat astronaut meditating on Mars in the style of Ansel Adams. Seconds later, it exists. This empowers small businesses to create stunning marketing materials without a budget, and it gives artists a new canvas to explore frontiers of imagination we've never seen. The same revolution is happening in video. Tools like Synthesia and Pictory can turn a simple text script into a professional quality video with an AI-generated presenter complete with music and visuals. The days of needing expensive cameras, studios, and complex editing software to create engaging content are fading. This empowers educators, creators, and businesses to meet the insatiable demand for video content quickly and affordably. Behind the scenes, AI is becoming the ultimate productivity engine. Tools like Notion AI organize our thoughts. Zapier automates our workflows between different apps, and Otter transcribes our meetings so we can focus on the conversation. In software development, GitHub Copilot acts as a pair programmer, suggesting lines of code and catching bugs before they happen, dramatically accelerating the pace of innovation. For researchers, tools like Perplexity act like a super-powered librarian, sifting through millions of sources to give you a concise, cited answer to any question. Even customer service has been transformed. AI chatbots now provide instant, 24/7 support, answering common questions and freeing up human agents to handle the most complex issues. And on a more personal level, we're seeing the rise of AI companions like Claude and Replica designed to offer conversation, emotional support, and a non-judgmental ear. These tools are becoming woven into the fabric of our daily lives, acting as our assistants, our collaborators, and even our friends. But what is the invisible force powering this entire ecosystem? What is the digital nervous system that allows these tools to function in real time? It's the evolution of wireless connectivity. 5G was just the beginning, delivering the speed and low latency that made things like high-quality video streaming and responsive cloud gaming possible. But the next step, 6G, expected around 2030, promises something even more profound: a truly seamless, instantaneous connection between us, our devices, and the world around us. This isn't just about faster downloads. This is about creating a world with zero lag. Imagine holographic meetings where your remote colleagues feel like they're sitting right across the table. Imagine immersive virtual reality classrooms where students can take a field trip to ancient Rome or explore the human bloodstream from the inside. This is the infrastructure that will power the next generation of everything. It will enable a revolution in healthcare, with wearable sensors monitoring our vitals in real time and alerting doctors to problems before we even feel symptoms. Remote surgeries will become commonplace, allowing the world's best surgeon to operate on a patient thousands of miles away, using a robotic arm with perfect, lag-free precision. It will power our hyper-connected transportation systems, where autonomous cars, drones, and air taxis communicate with each other and with the city's infrastructure to eliminate traffic jams and accidents. And it will supercharge our factories, creating fully automated systems where robots and sensors coordinate with flawless efficiency, revolutionizing manufacturing and logistics. This hyperconnectivity is the foundation upon which the future is being built. If AI is the new intelligence and 6G is the network that connects it all, then the final, most audacious frontier is the direct merger of our biology with this technology. This is the vision of companies like Neuralink. The goal is breathtakingly ambitious: to create a brain-computer interface, a high-bandwidth link between the human mind and the eye. The science is straight out of a novel. Ultra-thin, flexible threads, thinner than a human hair, are implanted into the brain by a precision robot. These threads can monitor the activity of thousands of neurons, effectively reading brain signals and translating them into digital commands. It's a two-way street. They could also stimulate neurons, writing information back into the brain. Initially, the focus is on a profoundly noble cause: restoring lost function. For someone with paralysis, a Neuralink implant could allow them to control a robotic limb or a computer cursor with their thoughts. For someone who is blind, it could bypass the damaged optic nerve and feed visual information directly into the brain's visual cortex. It holds the potential to treat a host of neurological disorders, from Alzheimer's to depression, offering hope where there was none. This isn't just about upgrading humanity. It's about healing and restoring it. But the long-term vision is even more radical: cognitive enhancement for healthy individuals. Imagine learning a new language in an instant by downloading it. Imagine having a perfect, searchable memory or the ability to communicate with others telepathically, sending thoughts and ideas directly from brain to brain. This is the ultimate promise: to keep humanity competitive in an age of superintelligence, to level the playing field by merging with the very technology that challenges us. Of course, this path is fraught with immense challenges and terrifying ethical dilemmas. The risks are enormous: surgical complications, the potential for brain hacking, and the profound privacy issue of who owns the data generated by your own thoughts. It raises deep questions about our identity. If a part of your mind is an I, are you still fully human? And it risks creating the most profound inequality in human history: a split between the enhanced and the unenhanced. A future of neural capitalism, where cognitive ability can be bought and sold, is a dystopian possibility we must guard against with robust regulation and a global ethical conversation. As our bodies and minds become more connected, so will the environments we inhabit. The same technologies AI, IoT, and next-gen connectivity are converging to create the smart city. This isn't just about putting Wi-Fi in parks. It's about creating a city that functions like a living, breathing organism, a self-optimizing system designed for efficiency, sustainability, and a better quality of life. Imagine a city with no traffic jams. Smart transportation systems use AI to analyze real-time traffic flow, adjusting traffic light timings dynamically. Smart parking apps guide you to an open spot, and a network of autonomous vehicles provides seamless, on-demand mobility for everyone. Imagine a city that wastes no resources. A smart grid optimizes energy distribution, drawing from renewable sources and reducing blackouts. Sensors on water pipes detect leaks before they become major breaks. Smart waste bins signal when they're full, optimizing collection routes and reducing emissions. The city itself becomes a champion of sustainability. In these cities, public safety is proactive, not reactive. AI-powered analytics can predict crime hotspots, and intelligent emergency response systems can dispatch help faster. Governance becomes more transparent and citizen-centric, with digital platforms allowing residents to access services, report issues, and participate in urban planning with the touch of a button. But again, we face a critical trade-off. The same sensors that make our cities safer and more efficient can also be used for pervasive surveillance. The balance between security and privacy, between convenience and civil liberties, will be the central challenge in designing the cities of tomorrow. The goal must always be to use technology to empower citizens, not to control them. So, what will this hyper-connected, I am fused actually feel like to hold in our hands? The gadgets of 2025 and beyond will make today's technology seem quaint. AA smart glasses will become our primary interface with the world, providing augmented reality overlays for navigation, real-time language translation, and information about the world around us. Our smartphones will fold and roll, transforming from a pocket-sized device into a large, brilliant display for immersive media and multitasking. Wearable health trackers will evolve from simple fitness monitors into 24/7 personal physicians, using an eye to analyze our vital signs and predict potential health issues before they become critical. At home, eye-powered robots will handle our chores, provide security, and even offer companionship for the elderly, becoming integrated members of the family. Quantum computing, while still niche, will become accessible through the cloud, allowing us to solve problems in medicine and material science that are currently impossible. Ultra-high-definition VR headsets will transport us to hyper-realistic digital worlds for gaming, socializing, and professional training. And advanced delivery drones will bring packages, food, and even medical supplies to our doorsteps in minutes. These devices aren't just incremental upgrades. They represent a fundamental shift in how we interact with information, with each other, and with reality itself. We've journeyed from the abstract battle of minds to the concrete devices we'll soon hold in our hands. It's a future that is both exhilarating and unsettling. The technologies we've discussed, AI, 6G, Neuralink, smart systems, are not good or evil. They are powerful amplifiers. They will amplify our intelligence, our creativity, our efficiency, but they can also amplify our biases, our inequalities, and our capacity for control. The lesson, as we stand on this threshold, is that our future will not be defined by the sophistication of our technology, but by the strength of our wisdom. The most important skill in this new era won't be coding or data science. It will be critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and moral courage. It will be the ability to ask the right questions, to guide these powerful tools with a steady, empathetic hand, and to never ever lose sight of what makes us human. This isn't the dawn of the machine age. It is the dawn of the human renaissance, a time when we are being called to become more creative, more compassionate, and more deeply connected than ever before, using these incredible tools to solve our oldest problems and reach for our highest potential. So I leave you with this to ponder. As we delegate more of our thinking to machines, what will you choose to do with your uniquely human mind? Which of these future technologies excites you the most? And which one gives you the most pause? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start the conversation that will shape our shared tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this journey into the future and want to explore more of the ideas that are shaping our world, please consider subscribing to the channel. We've only just scratched the surface.